Alright, what is going on everybody? Captain here, back with another Marvel Contest Champions video, coming at you with some more Alliance War attack, going against Nob, Knights of, I believe it's Badassidium? I'm not sure exactly, but Nob, guys, we're going against Nob here, and apologies I haven't posted many of these, reason being I recently changed paths in War, and I'm now on the buffet path here. As you can see, this first path, this first node is Special 1, Unblockable. Pretty much the only thing here to deal with, and it's generally a symbiote Spider-Man or Spider-Man, someone who just has a really obnoxious special 1. You'll see I boost up because I do these next 3 fights kind of in a row, but as I was saying, I changed paths to the buffet path, which is generally one of the harder paths that I think across the community is agreed on. That buffet node itself is pretty difficult, so I wanted to take a few wars to kind of get comfortable on my new path before I just jumped in and started recording, because, you know, with the state that Alliance War is in, fights mean a lot more, dying less is important, and so recording at the same time of trying to like focus just puts that little extra added pressure in starting a new path. I wanted to kind of, you know, take a few wars to kind of get used to it. So here we go in this first fight against Spidey. It's Symbiote Spider-Man. So I just got to watch out now. He just activated his special 1, but you can see it's only a 4-star against my 5-star Ghost Rider. Not much of an issue here. Just had to wait for that evade buff to go away. And then here we go. I believe just finish him off with the SB1. Oh, didn't even need the SB1. Finish him off with a full combo right there. Spider-Man down. First one is full attack bonus achieved. So there we go. But again, this wasn't the more difficult fights. I have some really good fights in this war I'd like to show that you will see in a bit, and a few that kind of mess up pretty bad on, but overall this was a pretty good war for me. And I've got some more footage that I will be putting out as well. So I'm getting even better and better at my path each war. So up next we have, I saw a Science Champs, of course, went in with Blade. I've got Ghost Rider for the synergy. I tend to see a lot of villain characters on this node in particular, not really sure why. So kind of works out really well with Red Hulk here. I did get hit there, I believe, on one of the hits, so that was pretty frustrating. But again, he's only the 4-star one, just trying to bait out that special 1 right now so that he'd use it so that I can counter him, and he's just kind of being obnoxious, not wanting to play along with me. Eventually, he does use it, I believe. There he goes, right there. Then I go in, and I think I use a special, nope, again, finish him off with the full combo, full attack bonus, there you go. So up next, though, is the big one, the buffet node, guys. If you're not familiar with it, every couple seconds, when I activate a buff on me, it gets removed, and the champion facing me gets a regen boost. So it's every 7 seconds. They gain regen 5% of their max health. It also has limber. So you can see, I look here, I see this person has the 5-star Medusa. I'm facing a 5-star Cosmic on this node. Medusa is a very popular champion on this node. So I'm going to go in with the Void. I volunteered for this path because I have the 5-star Void. If you haven't seen Void against this, or if you're not familiar with him, his main thing is he has an ability called Fear of the Void. And once you have that activated, plus his Intimidating Presence buffs, once you get 2 more of the Petrifies, those each stack of Petrify reverses power gain or cancels power gain by 50%. So when you have 2 stacks of it's 100%. So when I dash back, buffet is basically useless, as well as any power gain. And so once I have Fear of the Void up as well with 2 stacks of that, it actually starts reversing it. So you'll see that come into effect a couple times in this fight, and more prominently in a fight in a couple fights here in this war. But here we go, going with the Void. You see I have the buffs going, or the the boosts. And so here we go. Main thing with Medusa, when she has 3 Fury buffs active, you don't want to attack her unless you're using a heavy attack. Otherwise, she has that chance to activate the auto block. So you can see Living Strands is up. There you go. I use a heavy attack, which she can't interrupt, or she can't auto block a heavy attack. And so I'm trying to kind of wait it out for that to go away. You can see I dashed back there, and she got the regen because I don't have the Petrify buff up yet. So you only have 2 of the dexterity ones, which in this fight helped not at all. So there's 1 stack of the Petrify. So when I dash back there, you can see she gained half of the health that she would have normally, since I have the 1 stack on there. So I'm feeling good. Okay, I've got one stack on. I just need to get that second one. She gets another buffet regen right there. Trying my best to intercept as much as I can because, again, she has the limber, so I only have a handful of blocks. So there we go. I've got all 6 of the debuffs, and you can see the timer on the left goes quicker. And once that ends, Fear of the Void activates. So now that counts again as having 2 petrifies essentially. So when I dash back, she's still getting 0 regen from buffet. I just have to try to get the 2 more nodes for the petrify, or the 2 more debuffs of petrify, so that will start regenning. I see here she gets dangerously close to her special 3 there. Luckily, she uses the special 2. I've got 1 of the petrifies up now, so now she will actually start getting negative in the regen. I tried to, you can see right there, evade. She had a little bit of the degen or regen go the other way on her that time. Kind of got back into the wall, kind of panicked. She's got the special 3 or the 3 furies, so I kind of mistimed the special there. Get off a heavy. So now she doesn't have it, so I'm trying to go in. Fear of the Void is just about to end, so now she's back to only 1 petrified debuff on her. I got her down to 10%, so I'm feeling pretty good. Take quite a bit of damage from that special 2 right there. I parried her right there, and I tried to go in quick with a heavy because she had the 3 furies on, but I forgot about limber, and she countered me, and it ended up destroying me. So I died to her, and she had, what was that, like 4% health left, guys? So that was a really good fight, in my opinion. I was really frustrated about it, but almost one-shotting a 5-star Medusa on this particular node was a pretty good attempt for, I'd only been on this path a few wars at this time. So go ahead, went in with Blade, figured just finish her off with Blade. There she goes. Down goes Medusa. So only 1 death so far in the war. Not too bad, especially with that node. I know that I've seen that node can mess some people up, especially with the 5-star Medusa. So up next, I'm staying in the middle path. Got a Mystic Champion coming up here. And I see that its power gain starts with special 1. Other than that, nothing really. So I figured going with Blade and the chance that it's a Mordo or something. Turns out that it is a Doctor Strange. So no, I don't get the danger sense, but it's Doctor Strange. Nothing's unblockable, so I just don't have to make sure I don't push into a special 3 essentially. And even then, if I did, it's Doctor Strange. It wouldn't do too much to a 565 Blade. But here we go. Go in, use a special 2, and that just tears right through him. You see he's practically dead already. 30 seconds into the fight. Can't get a parry time very good right there, but then I get one. And then down goes Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange down, full attack bonus, still going pretty smoothly in the war. So this next node is the only one that really gives me any trouble, and it is one where you only do damage when you use a special 2, or a special attack, sorry. Special 2 is also unblockable, and there's a power gain. So power shield is the node. Yeah, any basic attack does no damage. I see he's got a 5-star Morning Star, and so I see the persistent charges. So of course I'm going to go in with Blade, so I'll have the danger sense available because Morningstar is a dimensional being as well as a villain, I believe. So just gotta watch out for bleeds getting put on me. So you can see my basic attacks are doing 0 damage. Want to bait out the special 1 as much as possible because it is way easier to evade than Morningstar special 2, which her special 2 is evadable. It is just kind of a weird timing. It's similar to like Iron Man special 1 or Ultron special 1, but there's multiple aspects of it. You can see right there, I just mistimed. She caught me when I was already dashing back, and I just get hit by the special 2 and couldn't recover. So sadly, I was not able to one-shot. I do remember I was doing that fight late at night, and it was kind of a last minute. I was like, do I want to go in? Should I wait till the morning? I decided to go in, and I kind of regret it. So that fight did not go very well. I woke up the next morning. I see that the Morning Star is still there. Decided to go in with Ghost Rider since he is bleed immune. And again, his specials don't hit the hardest, but it's, it'll still, I'm hoping here that I'll still be able to get her down. I get hit there by a combo, so that wasn't too pretty. Good way to start off the fight. You can see gets the special 2. I'm able to evade it, so you can see there the timing, kind of weird, but then she pulls back right with the second one because of Mystic Dispersion. I pushed her straight to it and power gain, and I get hit by that one. And then again, Ghost Rider, I just kind of messed up again with this fight. So you'll see in a second, I do die in this fight, so I get a second death on the board, which kind of really sucked for me. I was pretty upset about that. because I was really hoping to kind of, limit the deaths in war, because the state, like I said before, the state that Alliance War is in, it is really important. You can see again, I get hit by the special 2. I just kind of froze up at that point, and I was like, shoot, this isn't going as planned. So finally, I did actually have another node in between this that I forgot to record. It was a bleed. Sorry, not a bleed, it's a poison node, but I think it ended up being like an electro or something, and I took him down with blade. You can see that I revived everybody. So I took him down no problem with blade. So that's actually one fight I do not see. But then up next we've got a Hyperion mini boss. I decided to go heal up with Void and try to show off how you can control Hyperion with Void. And you can see in this fight, guys, I just completely shut down this 5-star. I believe he's a rank 4 Hyperion. You can see he's already got 2 bars of power, but I'm really just trying to bait out those special 1 and special 2, of course. And I got to try to get, again, the petrified debuffs on him as soon as possible. You can see I activate the first 2, the ones that aren't petrified, so I'm like, shoot, I need to get those ASAP. And luckily, Hyperion kind of cooperates here with me in the beginning of the fight. Because he's just using his special 1 and his special 2. So you can see, I think on the next one, I finally get a Petrify. Yeah, there's the first Petrify, and the second one right back to back get added onto him. So now his power gain is completely irrelevant as long as I keep up and keep active in this fight. So he uses the special 2, Void. So now at this point, I'm just on the full attack mode, just going in as fast as I can. You can see I've got all 6, so it's about to turn into Fear the Void. I time it so the right once it activates, I use my special 1, put another debuff on him. You can see the direct damage is starting to tick away, and it gets increased with each debuff that's placed onto him. And so you can see at this point, I pretty much have Hyperion in the palm of my hand. I can just control him, no problem. I get some nice little intercepts back to back here. Get him back up into the wall as opposed to me. Got the double petrify up. You can see his power gain. Just look at it over there, just dropping so fast without having, whenever he activates that power gain. So he is at 0 power now, 10% health. I'm still sitting pretty at 82%. I did boost up in this fight, but I don't even think I would have needed it if I didn't. So there you go, guys. Hyperion boss made to look easy right there with Void. So that was a pretty fun fight. And that was the final boss, or mini boss before the final boss, which was Mephisto. And as I had Void healed up, I asked them, like, you guys want me to go in and take first crack with Void? I'm feeling pretty good. I just one-shot that Hyperion. So they're like, yeah, go for it. And so I figured, I'm like, all right, I still got the boost going. This guy's stun immune. I just got to kind of keep an eye out for that Mystic Dispersion. And again, I got to try to get those petrified debuffs up as soon as possible. So you'll see, I kind of start the fight out the same way I started out the Hyperion one, kind of slow, get a couple intercepts in the get-go, avoid that first special, and then you can see, again, Void is immune to Incinerate, in case you did not know that. So that's another reason why he's really good for this fight. I use a sneaky little special 1 there while he's trying to get off a heavy. I do get the first Petrify on there, so any of my dexterities will activate. His Mystic Dispersion is going to be cut in half, so I can start playing a little bit more aggressive. And you can see here, I've already got the 1 Petrify, which is good, as I said. Trying to get that second one on there, got him to a special 2. And then you'll see he does use this special 2, and I take a ton of block damage from it, which kind of really upset me on that. I was really mad. He uses it in a second. I'm trying to bait out that special 2, because although I have the 2 petrified debuffs, I can't start reversing that power gain just yet. I'm backed up into the wall. I try to get out of it. Right here, he uses the special 2, and I took about like almost 10% damage from that. It was kind of lame. So I finally got Fear the Void off, and trying to use my next one, hoping to get the Petrify up as soon as possible. First 2 I get are the Dexterity debuff, and then he's gonna use his special 1 right there. I get hit by it, but luckily it didn't like stun me in the attack animation. And you'll see right here in a second, I finally get the Petrify, so I'm like, sweet, I can start reversing that power gain. He's about to get to that regen, and then all of a sudden,
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
So you might be wondering, Captain, why did you stop the clip? You were in the middle of the fight. You had Mephisto right where you wanted him. You had the Fear of the Void up. You had the Petrify going. You were doing so good. And then the video just cut. What happened? Well, if you didn't piece it together based on the little taken clip there, I got a phone call mid-fight against the final boss Mephisto right when I had him where I wanted him. I got a phone call and I had to answer it. It was my boss. And yeah, kind of messed me up. When I jumped back into the fight after the phone call, I thought the video was still recording, so I didn't end up losing the fight. The phone call was real quick. I said, hey, I need to call you back real quick. And so I get back into the fight. I still had time left on the timer, so I'm going. I got him down to, I want to say I got him down to about like 10% health, so I still almost beat him. But at that point, like, I was just so thrown off. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't prepared to get a phone call mid-fight. And so it just really messed me up. I still almost finished him off, like I said, but I ended up dying. And so then someone else had to finish off the fight. So that was super frustrating. Almost one shot. The final boss, Mephisto, would have been the full attack bonus. Would have been pretty sweet for the Alliance. But here we go, guys. Let's get to the final results. And you can see right here, guys, Nob, we end up losing by literally 10 points. So then again, like looking back, that phone call hurt even worse once I saw the results. It was painful, guys. I was like, I feel like this is all my fault. More importantly, the phone call of the person who called me's fault. But of course, I can't say that to my boss, like, you made me lose my Alliance war, because that wouldn't look very good.
You're fired.
So either way, though, it was a super close fight with these two alliances. Hats off to Nob. I'm not wearing a hat, but there you are. You can see they edged just a tiny bit in diversity. We still ended up beating them in attack bonus by one attack. But honestly, that one fight, I think, would have helped it. Another person was saying something similar happened to them. They kind of wasted a fight when they shouldn't have. So all in all, it wasn't totally on me, but I personally took responsibility on that. I was like, this was my fault. Like, I died a couple of stupid times, but you know, it is what it is. We do end up facing these guys in our alliance that just finished. So this one, as you saw, was actually like 11 days ago, and I just hadn't gotten around to posting it yet. And I have some other fights, other wars that we had that I didn't record as well, because still just kind of getting familiar with this path, and I'm at a point now where I'm feeling pretty good with it. So we'll have some more from that, guys. But yeah, again, close fight with this one, and the next one will be actually against these same guys. So round 2, will we get a revenge? You guys will have to find out. Hopefully I'll get that one out later this week or early next week. Up next, though, I'm going to be doing a progression video, guys. It's been way too long since I've done a progression video. I hit 2 years playing the game earlier this month, and so I'm actually kind of late on getting that out. I wanted to get it out sooner, but yeah, so that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the gameplay, I had some really good fights in there. Outside of the Morning Star, everything went pretty flawless, I would say. The Medusa fight got her down to 4%. I'd say that's a win right there. Yeah, that's good for this one, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.